What's up, guys? I'm Top Hat Cat, and this is Metaverse Headquarters. I'm part of the mod team here on MVHQ, but today I'm going to be your tour guide, taking you through each channel in the Discord and also going over how I believe you can get the most value out of your token. If you're an OG, then thank you for being part of the best community in NFTs. You guys are seriously incredible and just an inspirational group to be around. You probably know most of the stuff, so feel free to use the timestamps in this video to jump around. If you're new, then on behalf of myself and the rest of the staff, welcome. This video was made with you in mind, so let's go ahead and jump in to Metaverse HQ. All right, we're going to work through these one by one, each category, starting from the top down to the bottom. So the first channel that we have in the Discord is the welcome channel. This has a great post from Jake, just sort of showing the first things that you should do when you join the Discord. The FAQ answers a bunch of questions that you may have about how membership works or how the token will work, functionality, etc. Rules, I suggest everyone read through these. There's not a lot, but we do take them seriously. So basically, don't solicit your project anywhere else but the members project section. And if you do end up posting it somewhere else, or if it's in the drop list, please make sure that you make it abundantly clear that you're part of the staff. Otherwise, it will seem like shilling. And then just keep it cool. You know, we're open to a heated discussion and debate, but no hate speech, anything like that. Just keep it cool. The HQ announcements are the public-facing announcements. These are announcements that anyone can see whether they have a membership or not. The member-only announcements are for announcements that only members can see. This is where you can see the MVP votes will happen, and also just collaborations or upgrades to the Discord will be posted here. The daily recap section is a fantastic daily post by Poop. Sometimes others will sub in for him, but Poop is usually crushing this, where every day or on the weekends, he'll post on Sunday. He just goes over the notable events that have happened. So just news and big events or drops or releases, things that should be on your radar. It doesn't quite always catch everything, but it's a really good just pulse of the market that you can see daily in the daily recap section. Next is testimonials, where Jake or other people on the staff will go and handpick testimonials, usually from the success channel or just in general chat or voice chat or whatever, that just show the MVHQ impact and how much value can be gotten from membership. So these are handpicked adverts essentially. Giveaways are pretty straightforward. If there is a giveaway that's live, you'll see this set up here. It'll show you how much time is left, and you just click this emoji to enter the giveaway. And then once the timer runs out, it'll pick winners. React for roles is one of the first things that I suggest people come and do, and I'll go through each of these really quickly. But basically, as you react with these emojis, you're going to get assigned a role to your name. So if I click on my name here, you can see the different things that I get pings for, basically. So if someone from the staff pings specifically Axie or crypto, then if you have this role, you will receive that notification. Okay, so for example, if you wanted to be notified for art blocks, giveaways, Axie, and crypto gaming, then you would come in and you would click those roles, those reactions, and you will get the roles for those pings. So some of the roles I've seen questions about include Night Crew. So Night Crew is the members of MVHQ that are active from like, I would say like 11 p.m. Eastern to like 7 a.m. Eastern. Basically when the US is sleeping, these guys are up minting stuff and making degen moves. The newer ones are field reports. These are write-ups that are done by members, and then pre-sales. These are whitelists or pre-sale opportunities that sometimes you can get pinged for. So basically just react to anything that applies to you, get that role attached to your name so you can get the info when it comes through. All right, and then the last channel in announcements will be the community fund vote. And this is where admins will post community fund proposals, basically laying out how much Ethereum it's going to cost, what the proposal is, and then how long the voting period will be open for. And this is for the community wallet that is funded by royalties from the secondary sales of the tokens, and you can vote with a thumbs up or a thumbs down. All right, and that'll do it for announcements. So I'm going to go ahead and collapse the category, which is something you can do, by the way. If you have read everything within a category, you can collapse the whole thing, and all the channels will disappear. And then if a new post is made, then just that channel will pop up. Something that helps a little bit when there's so many channels to go through. Next, we're going to do the drops category, and this is where it gets fun. So The new drop schedule system that we have in place is every day the MVHQ bot is going to post all of the known drops that are going to be happening for the next day. This will show the time of the drop that's converted to your time zone. It'll show the supply, the price, and then also have links to their socials, website, etc. So when you see these, go through, do your own research, look at the project, decide if you think that you're interested, or you're going to keep an eye on it, or you just are not interested at all and don't like the project. You can come and vote with a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and then the bot is going to remove your vote and store that in the back end. Every morning under drop schedule, these results will be posted, and at the top, you have to scroll up a little bit to see it, but at the top of the post, it's going to show the most upvoted and the most downvoted projects of the day, and then it'll also show everything that it showed before, except now the votes will be revealed. So if you have the time, please go through and do your own research for each of these projects. The more data that we can get, the better it is for everyone. So independently, just go do your research. Let us know what you think of each project, and then drop schedule will slowly become more and more actionable data and information that we can work off of if we have a lot more people going through and vetting these projects. Now, there's also the Dropcast that is usually posted each morning by Vigil. This is an amazing daily podcast basically from Vigil and Mick, and it's incredible. So if you haven't listened to this, please give it a listen. They basically go through the entire drop list and critique everything, go over their thoughts. Incredible content. So definitely check out the Dropcast morning coffee, or if you got some earbuds, you can pop in and listen to the Dropcast. Definitely do that. Incredible resource. Okay, so moving on in the drops, we have the RSVP, which is the Sesh bot, which we are currently building out. Basically, this will give you notifications for specific drops or events if you decide that you want to be tagged in those. So you can see here it posts the drop with all the information, the links, etc. And then you can click if you are interested, and then it'll actually shoot you a DM, which you usually are able to subscribe with a timer notification. So you can do like 10 minutes before the drop, it'll send you another message and ping you. I can't do that because this one is finished, but basically the Sesh bot just integrates a singular event or drop into your DM so that you can get notifications for that. Okay, next is pre-sales and raffles, which is a channel for the staff to post opportunities for various raffles, pre-signups, pre-sales, whitelists, etc. that we think may be beneficial to go ahead and join. Now, it doesn't mean you should necessarily mint or buy the thing. It just means it's good to go ahead and get on the whitelist, and then you can make that decision later if you decide that the hype is there, or if you're interested, you have that option. So basically, this is the staff version of that, and then whitelist is for members to post whitelist opportunities. Now, there's a pinned post on here from Jake with a template. Please follow this template. You have to follow this template, or we'll just remove the post. So don't just post a Discord invite link, because that's not going to fly. You need to go ahead and fill out all of the information so that people understand why you're posting it and know that you're not just shilling. So please use the template if you're going to be posting in whitelists, and we do appreciate everyone that goes and does their own research. Speaking of doing your own research, Member Finds is a channel where there's a project that you found that you think is a hidden gem or something coming up that no one's talking about. Please post it in here with a little write-up explaining pros and cons of the project or just your thoughts. There's been some really good posts lately. We really appreciate people that are thoroughly typing out their thoughts and why a project is good. Please don't just put a Discord link, because that's, again, going to get removed. Don't do that. Member Projects is the last channel in the drops category, and this is for members of MVHQ that are working on a project. They're part of the staff or team. Please post your project here, and so that everyone can see it and it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. But please only post it here. Don't go posting your project all over voice hangout chat or general chat or any of the other chats, because it can be seen as shilling, and we just need to be very transparent. If this is your project, post it in Member Finds, please. All right, so that does it for the drops category. Next, we are moving on to chats. So general chat is just a catch-all for saying GM or basically posting something that you don't think fits in any other chat. It used to be a lot more active. Voice chat has kind of taken the thunder lately, but we'll get to that one later. NFT art chat is a place to discuss art. Generative art chat is basically for generative art projects, profile pic collections, things like that. Blockchain gaming is for games that are on various blockchains. So any gaming play to earn discussion can take place here. Metaverse chat is for metaverses such as Decentraland, Sandbox, etc. You can talk about land sales or just different metaverses that you're interested in. Crypto Talk is a place where you can discuss various tokens, altcoins, different moves. You can do charts, technical analysis, stuff like that, just bounce ideas off each other. DeFi Chat, if you're not familiar with DeFi, it's decentralized finance, and it's essentially, to oversimplify, it's staking and lending of assets to earn a yield on those. You're probably familiar with DeFi in some way or another without realizing it, but DeFi is specifically for that. Top Shot Chat is for the NBA Dapper Labs ran Top Shot platform. Zed Run is a horse racing game that is built on Polygon. NFT Sports Chat is for different sports related things that are NFTs. Axie's Chat is for the game Axie Infinity, which is a play to earn game. If you haven't seen or heard of Axie, definitely take some time and look into that. It's extremely immersive and has several passive income money making opportunities. So this is a place to discuss your Axie farms and scholars, etc. Solana Projects Chat is for the alternative blockchain Solana and projects that are happening on Solana. Project Collab Chat is if you plan on hiring some talent or collabing with some other people to work on a project. This is where you can post what you can provide or what you're looking for to collaborate with other MVHQ members on your own project. Hopefully we all know what memes are and I don't have to explain that. Success is probably my favorite channel in MVHQ. This is where you can come post your big wins. This can be big sales or big purchases or just you hitting milestones or just posting your story. This is what makes it all worth it. So if you get a big win and MVHQ had any sort of impact on you or in your decisions, then please let us know, and we love to see it. Share Socials is a place where you can post your social media or tweets, etc. Community Fund is where members can make proposals for the community fund to be spent on. Suggestions are also all heavily considered, so please keep the suggestions coming. We appreciate all of the community input, and it's very valuable information to us. So please, if you have an idea on how we can improve, post that over in suggestions. And then lastly, beginner questions is where you can post simpler questions that you don't want to necessarily ask in voice chat, or you're afraid will get drowned out in the other chats. You can post these here and they'll, stick around a lot longer and people can take time to answer your questions specifically. All right, and that's going to do it for chats. Next, we are going into the info categories. Now, general strategy is the most important channel, in my opinion, in the Discord. So go through and read every single post in general strategy. Literally start from the top, read it all. General strategy is just where all of the staff have posted our advice, tips, approaches, mindset, just very important information on strategies that we employ in different situations and how we approach things. So general strategy, a very good channel, and that's where I recommend everyone start. NFT resources is also a good one that you should just read through, take some time, just look at everything on here. There's some things that you can bookmark and store away for later, things that'll help you. NFT resources is also one of the first places that I would just go through and read everything to get a good understanding, a base level of information to build upon. Favorite projects is a place where staff will post projects that we are just mega bullish on. Things that we think are home runs or amazing long-term holds, or just a place where we have a lot of money where our mouth is, and basically stand beside and share it with everyone as just a really good upside opportunity. Favorite projects is things that we are very passionate about. Top Shot is linked directly to the NBA Top Shot announcements. Zed Run is the same for Zed Run. And then generative art is where different posts will be made by staff. So this is the info channel here is locked, so you can't post in these, but staff will post generative art updates and ping either everyone or generative. NFT art is also a news channel for art drops. We get some really great posts from AI going over the art block drops. The artist gets some background information on them, just a general gauge of how the Discord is feeling about them and the drop mechanics, etc. So appreciate that AI on these art block updates. Next is blockchain gaming, and this is again just news. Same with crypto and tokens, Metaverse. All of these channels under favorite projects up until field reports are just the different info channels where we'll ping that corresponding role that you picked up in React for roles and just post news or announcements that are specific to that role. Next is field reports, and these are basically in-depth write-ups from members. So if you have something that you are passionate about or are very knowledgeable on, you can write up a report, submit it to the staff, and any of the mod team or admin, you can send it to them, and we can post them under field reports. Scams is unfortunately been very active, more active than I would like it to be, but it's basically different ways that you can get hacked or scammed, or different discords that have been compromised as of late. But basically it's just a ping to everyone for security, just to let you know the latest and greatest scams that are happening and how to avoid those. And then finally, we have Cole's Think Tank, where our sensei Cole posts some of his thoughts, tweets, etc. that he wants to draw attention to. Basically just alpha from Cole, which we appreciate. All right, that does it for the info section. Next, we have IRL stuff, which I don't think I need to explain. This is just where you can vibe with other members and share stuff from your real life. You can post pictures of your dinner, chat about the game that's coming up, and then squad up and play some Call of Duty if you want. That's IRL stuff in a nutshell. Next, we have the marketplace. This is a place that should exclusively be used if you plan on buying, selling, or trading anything. Please post it in here. Don't say you're trying to sell stuff in other chats. We're going to skip the verification and onboarding. These are just the channels that you can see before you joined and you're here, so you made it. Next, we're going to move to the meat and potatoes of MVHQ. This is the Hangout section, and we will start with voice chat itself. So to access voice chat, you are going to click here where it says VC1, PTT only, that stands for push to talk. Now to set your push to talk, you can go into your settings and then voice and video, and then you can set your push to talk option and then also your shortcut, and you'll have to hold this button in order to speak in the VC1 lobby. Okay, so you can join voice chat by clicking in. So once you have joined voice chat, I recommend going to the top right and clicking the more, the three dots here, and then uncheck show non-video participants. But it's also going to show you how many people are in chat, and then as people talk, it's going to pop up with a green circle here that you can hover over and see their name. You can also right click over here on voice chat and do hide names, and then it'll give you these dots just so it's a little easier to scroll around. Now voice chat is where most of the alpha is happening currently in MVHQ. Voice chat has evolved lately, and there's a lot more people that are active and sharing their very valuable information and opinions and history and research and experience. And in my opinion, the MVHQ voice chat is one of the most value-rich places in the space right now. It's 24/7. You can jump into voice chat, you can ask a complex question and get a very complex answer at pretty much all hours of the day. It's incredible. So use the voice chat to the best of your ability. Listen as much as you can, absorb all the information from everyone that's in voice chat, and you're probably going to make it. Now, if you can't talk in voice chat, like you don't have a mic, then you can use voice hangout chat, and this is the text companion channel for voice chat. So try to be listening if you're typing in here, because people are going to be speaking, most likely answering your questions. So definitely make sure that you can hear if you're using this chat. But this is the new general chat, essentially. This is where everyone is, because voice chat is just so active and popping that this is where all the eyes are. So voice hangout chat has become the place to be, and voice chat has been the place to listen and keep your ears open. That's voice chat in a nutshell. Now, while we're talking about voice chat, let's go ahead and jump into the voice chat rules. Please, please, please read these rules and respect them, okay? This only works if everyone sort of operates on the same level and understands that everyone has something else to say, and not everyone wants to talk about the same thing all the time. If we are in dark mode, meaning that a drop is about to happen, sometimes you'll see the channel will be renamed dark mode, or the name of the drop. They're going to make a call out whenever a contract goes live. So if we're in dark mode, shut up. Otherwise, you're good to ask whatever you want to ask about. Please be respectful of everyone's time. If you're coming in and asking very, very basic questions that are do your own research type questions, then you'll probably get shut out. Make sure to go to voice chat drops and links. See if there's a link to what people are talking about is already here first. Don't jump in and say, what are we meant, boys? No one likes that, so don't do it. One more thing I do want to point out is that if you hover over a channel, it's going to give you the active threads for that channel, which you can click and see a pop out for. Now, if you want to join a specific thread for something that you're interested in, say you were doing the Becker hunt, you can just click that thread and click this join button, and it will add this as a channel under the channel, which is its own thread. And then if you ever want to leave, you can right click and click leave thread, and then it will go away. So make sure to hover over the channels. I think general has a couple as well. So just hover and then click see all, and you can see the threads that way. Next, we're going to cover the live list. This is basically a daily list similar to Drop Schedule, but it is integrated with Seshbot so that you'll be able to follow and get notifications for the individual drops. You can also sync the Metaverse HQ calendar to your Google Calendar, and I'll show you how to do that now. This is my Google Calendar, and it is completely empty. Now, if you come and copy this URL that's here, and then click this link here in this post in live list, it's going to take you here where you can paste in that link and add calendar. Now that's going to pop up Metaverse HQ on your Google Calendars. So then if I come back to my Google Calendar and refresh the page, you can see the drops are added in here, and you can click those and see the information on them, and just it integrates fully with your Google Calendar, which is awesome. Now there's also going to be daily posts that you can subscribe to, posts and events through the Seshbot. It's not just drops, it's also reveals, events, just things of that nature, things that you would want a notification for. Moving on to the Dropcast chat. Now this is the channel specifically for the Dropcast. If you have thoughts, comments for Mick and Vigil, then you can post those in here. Or if you just want to tell them how amazing they are, this is the place to do that as well. Okay, so that's it for all the channels in MVHQ. So now I want to talk about how I think that you can get the most value out of your token. So the first thing that I would do if I was brand new is I would come to React for Roles and go ahead and get set up to get pings. That's a no-brainer. That way, if something does happen that is very time sensitive, then you'll know about it before anyone else that's not an MVHQ. The second thing I would do is come to General Strategy, scroll all the way to the top to Johnny's post about how to mint from contract, and read everything. Just run through the entire thing, take a couple hours, get a good base understanding that you can build on from General Strategy, then also do the same for NFT resources, and if you have time, favorite projects. The third thing that I would do is I would spend a lot of time in voice hangout chat just reading what people are saying, but also a lot of time in voice chat itself listening. So using the method that I showed earlier, you can actually see who's talking and you can learn the voices, and you'll start to notice there are some people that when they talk, you should pay attention to. You just have to listen and engage and do your own research and watch. Something I like to do is every morning or every once in a while, I'll go to voice chat drops and links. If I haven't been in voice chat, I'll basically go through and I'll open up every single link that's posted in here. A lot of times the links in here in voice chat drops and links aren't gonna have any context because it was a conversation that was being had in voice. So when you come through and you see these links, you're gonna have no idea why they're posted. So I like to open them up and see if I can figure out why I think they were posted. Is it a big artist? Is it a low supply? Is it something that had a lot of volume or minting fast? So I like to just, as an exercise, go through and just click everything in voice chat links and see if I can figure out why people were interested in. But it's something that I think is helpful. Something else that's going to bring you a lot of value are the educational classes that we've been doing lately. Shout out to Kfish and JJ for the gas class last time. But basically just letting the community ask questions about specific topics and just having this collaborative community educational experience for everybody. I think we all come away smarter from these. So that's something that has an immense amount of value, and I highly recommend getting in whenever we have those. And if you have any questions, feel free to speak up. We love to hear from everybody. So these are a great resource and value that you get from your token. Lastly, I would be doing the drop list every single day, going through, looking at each project, casting my vote, and then checking the drop schedule the following day just to see if the community at large is generally bullish on a project. If it has more upvotes than downvotes, it's probably worth taking a closer look at. So everyone go out, cast your votes. We'll all get better data collectively. We can all provide more value to each other as we pool our time and our collective brains to figure out what is and isn't worth minting. The last thing that I just want to say, and this is on a personal note from me, I've gotten an immense amount of value just from the relationships that I've made within MVHQ. You guys are incredible, and it's inspiring and awesome to be part of a group as intense and passionate as everyone here is. Hopefully this helped you guys and you got some more value out of your token. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to the moderation team or the staff, and we're happy to help in any way we can. So that's all I got for this one. If you guys have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I'll see you guys around.